Okay, Emily, the first exercise we're going to be doing is the breathing exercise. So, what we've already established is that you are able to maintain your posture and be conscious of that. So, what you're going to do is just skip that step of the breathing and collapsing. We're just going to breathe in and out. In and out, keeping the chest up, maintaining core activation. Again. Try and keep these breaths slow and controlled. We're going to do 10 of these. Feel the shoulders settling back down into the backs of your shoulder or your rib cage. Last one. You're keeping the core tight through all of those. The next thing we're going to do is the glute activation exercise. So what you're going to do with your feet is push down with the pads of your feet here. Keep the heels planted and then keep the toes engaged into the ground as well. You're going to push down, squeezing the butt cheeks and tucking the sacrum under. Push out into your hands and hold that for about 3 seconds and relax. Again, all 3 points of contact with the feet. 2, 3, relax. 1, 2, 3, relax. 4, 2, 3, relax. 5, 2, 3, relax. 6, 2, 3, relax. 7, 2, 3, relax. 8, 2, 3, relax. 9, 2, 3, relax. 10, 2, 3, relax. If you need a little more time and a break in between each of those, that's totally fine. Okay, next exercise you're going to be doing is the say what exercise. You're pretty good at this one. I think what we had you doing was a little rotation and a tilt. And back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And while you're doing these exercises, and I should have said this at the beginning, but feel your range of motion and see if it gets better as you go through these exercises. So I want you to keep that in mind as you're going through all of these. The next one we're going to be doing is the leg in, leg out. So we're going to go in and away, in and away, in and away, and away, and away, away. And while you're doing these, you want to make sure that you can kind of keep your foot angled slightly inward. You want to keep your leg outward. For me, it's harder to do this on the my left leg, so I might practice and work on this one a little bit more. You can pause the video if one of them's harder than the other one. Make sure you're not getting any pain while you're doing these, obviously. And away, and 10 of those. Next thing we're going to be doing is left and right, feet on and off the floor. So we're going here, here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure when you push down into the floor with the heel when the foot goes up and the toe, when the heel goes up, you're pushing down with a little bit of resistance. So you want to keep the legs tight, keep the core tight, make sure everything is stable. And this will start working the thighs if you're using your glutes and keeping your core tight. Getting 10 of those. Okay, the next one you're going to be doing is the left to right windshield wiper, feet on and off the floor. So we're going to start with the ones on the floor. So we're going to slide across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. And when you're doing these, you want to make sure that your legs are staying still. We're not getting any of that sway going on. The next round is off the floor. 4. And when you're doing these, if it's hard to do them close like that, bring your legs a little bit out and it'll get a little easier to do these off the floor. And we're doing those to 10. The next one is leg up and down. So we're going up, up, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2. Okay, next thing we're going to be doing is some upper body stuff. So we're going arm slides. We're going here, there, 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 there. Oh. These feel so good. You can almost do more of these if you want, because this is really good for getting the shoulders and the core engaging. When you're doing this exercise, try talking a little bit out loud to see if you're using your core in its entirety. If you're talking and it's hard to talk, then you're using your core really well. Perfect. Leg up and down, arm slides, windshield wipers. Okay, so we're going to keep the elbows in for the windshield wipers, and then what we're going to be doing is just going across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the core tight. Breath in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to be going side to side. You can stand up or stay seated for these. 1, 2. Once again, core tight, everything stable. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Perfect. And then the last one we're going to be doing is our back and forth. So we're going 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Nice. So with all these exercises, keep the core tight, everything engaged, trying to stay stable. If you get comfortable doing these seated, then maybe we can transition into doing these standing.